At the end of the last episode, I said it's starting to feel like the wheels are starting to fall off on this title push or this promotion push as a whole. They're not fully off, but they are certainly wobbling because form has been very patchy since the end of January. And that means we're now off the top of the league. Yes, after leading the League 2 table for an obscene amount of time for a club like Kings Lynn, we are finally off the top of the league by just 2 points. I think this follows our last game. It's just behind my head. We did lose 1-0 away at Fleetwood Town. So now Rotherham are top of the league and we've got Notts County potentially breathing down our necks if we're not too careful. The same with Walsall in 4th place as well. And incidentally, the 2 games that I've brought us back for today, the first one happens to be against Rotherham. Yeah, we've got the league leaders at home in this game coming up now, and then we'll probably show the Swindon match afterwards as well, depending on what happens here. I mean, I'm not too hopeful for what's actually, or how we're going to do today. We have literally got 2 wins in the last 6 in the league. I mean, even that Walsall game we saw in the last game hurt a lot, but that Tranmere game before as well was our game in hand. That would have put us about 9 points clear at the time. Well, we're looking behind us at the moment, but for this game, we're going to continue looking ahead of us, and hopefully we get the win against Rotherham, go back to the top of the league. No other transfers came in at the end of January, unfortunately. We couldn't even get in any free loans, and we sure as hell can't actually afford any decent wages for free transfers. The only thing we have done, though, is we brought back 2 loanee players who were away getting some game time. They're now come back and are probably going to get some game time of their own. Certainly one of them being Don Roy Bertie, who has actually played a few games since he's come back. He was disappointed to leave Southend because it seemed that he was having a lovely time down there in Essex on the Essex coast. Certainly in the league, 7.26 on the average rating. He's banged in a 7.8 since he's come back. But he is going to be starting on the bench for us today because Nathaniel Brown is actually back at left wing. He hasn't been injured, thankfully. He's just been dropped because of poor performances. So this is going to be the 11 that we're going to send out against Rotherham. It's going to be Worcester in goal, one of only 2 keepers we have at the club now, because Woody Williamson has finished his loan spell. He's gone back to Ipswich, who, surprise, surprise, won't let us have him back. Smith, Shepherd, Phillips and Freeman in the back 4. O'Brien, Whitmarsh and Williams in the midfield. Brown on the left wing. Palmer in attacking midfield. He's back from his 3-game suspension. Still disappointed. If he continues to bag in some good performances for the rest of this season, I might forgive him. Heskey on the right wing because Richards is suspended for this match and Aro is the man up front. Banks is injured and Carl Daly is also out for another 2 to 4 weeks. Banks is out for a couple of weeks. But Richards will be missing for this match. Hopefully we'll have him back for Swindon. Certainly we should have him back for Swindon. He's just accumulated too many yellow cards. I think you could say that about most of our squad. Smith has served a suspension recently for the same thing. Hopefully we can make our home form counts because heaven knows our form in general just has not been good recently. If we were mid-table, you would probably expect that sort of form from us, but considering we spent most of the season up literally at the top of the table, I would kind of hope that we could actually finish the job. Heskey dancing around the penalty area and we end up just losing the ball. I don't know why he just doesn't break into the area and just cross one in, because look what's just happened. They've gone up the other end and counter-attacked us. 2 minutes gone, it is 1-0 Rotherham. Richards would have just driven straight into the area. He would have just powered straight through. Heskey doesn't have that same prowess about him. And it is very disappointing. We're going to go attacking. We're only 6 minutes in, but heaven help us. They've got a 3 up front, and then everybody else just sits deep. Like I said, the wheels are wobbling, but at the same time, teams have just figured us out. It also helped us for the most of this season as well, that our reputation is still that of a National League club. So nobody's taking us as seriously. But now teams have finally cottoned on to how we actually play, how we actually operate, and they've countered it effectively. But the problem is, I could change tactic, but there's just one problem. It's so late in the season. Oh, what a shot from Iro. I'm talking about changing formations, and Iro's just talking about, showing us how he gets the job done. Palmer with it. Palmer got the assist. Okay, you're starting to make me think I should forgive you. But Evo continues to bang in goals regardless. He got another hat-trick recently, by the way. I'm pretty sure he's like over 30 goals now. I didn't see down here how many goals he's got this season. But I'll be stunned if it's not at least 30 goals because he's been an absolute goal-scoring machine. If it wasn't for him, actually, we would be relying heavily on Carl Daly. But obviously, he's out injured. He should be back, though, by the end of the month. We won't see him in this episode. And I don't know what that interception attempt was. Who was that? Was that Smith? Or was that Shepherd? If it was Shepherd, I'll be very worried because he's supposed to be able to operate at a League One level. In fact, so is Palmer. Palmer is a League One player as well. And coincidentally, our poor form has been because he's not been available. And a vote, yeah, 30th. That's his 30th goal of the season. Oh, never mind. Nope, he's still on 29 because he was offside. Oh, come on, ref, just allow us that. We've had rotten luck recently. Really rotten luck. We can score, we just can't defend for our lives. Not since that Walsall game where I can't really blame our defence. That defeat was just purely down to Palmer. But our defence, Worcester and Shepherd in particular, legitimately played like the game of their lives. The games of their lives. And it just wasn't enough. What on earth are you doing, Worcester? Oh my god, he just punched it clear. He should have caught it. Any other time in the season, he would have caught it. And it's not even the fact that he's unhappy. He's been unhappy for a while, actually, because his playing time wasn't that good. Because Williamson kept him out of the squad. 1-1 at half-time, by the way. Let's get back out there and try and nick a win here somehow. But Worcester, he's been in goal, obviously, since Williamson's been out. Well, sorry, not out, since he's been gone. And he's now happy that I've considered him an important player again. Well, obviously, because the alternative is... Who's my backup keeper? Hewitson. I don't think Hewitson is as bad. I think both of them are 2-star goalkeepers, which is not too bad. But I say that, then neither of them are actually League 2 goalkeepers. That's probably not helping our cause. Palmer. Go on, Palmer, finish it! Oh my god, how did you miss that? It wasn't even a corner either. That's just shocking. Wow. He's got one. At least he's got that one assist. He's got some goodwill in this match. Heaven help him. Right, Brown. Brown's probably going to come off. He's not having a good game. I'd like to see how Don Roberti will do in this type of match as well. Palmer. Oh, into Brown. And there is Brown. And he's been blocked off. Okay, it's a corner. We'll wait for this corner to go. And then, okay, that's gone. And then we'll bring Don Roberti on, which is exactly what's going to happen. Brown, take a break. Richards, we're seriously missing him. How is Heskey a 3-star player in this role? He's certainly not playing like it. Doherty's actually hit the level I think that he's going to be at forevermore. Bauman is probably... no. Okay, you know what? We're just going to make that one change for the moment. Because I would like to keep Williams on in case Palmer decides to do another madness. Because if he comes off, we've got no other option for an attacking midfielder. Actually, yes we do. O'Brien Whitmarsh, she can also play there. I keep forgetting that. He can also play there. He was originally meant to start there ahead of Palmer, but Palmer's just been that good. Evo, coming deep. Freeman. Haven't seen much of him recently. He's played the ball in. Alright, Evo just gets the ball back. It is ping-pong football at the moment. Smith crosses it in. And I don't know why Freeman ran away from that, by the way. He could have actually got that. And now Rotherham are attacking us here. Do you know what? Who could I even swap Heskey off for? There is no one. And so Rotherham have themselves a corner. You know what? I'm going to make a change. Williams is going to come off for Bauman. Yeah, you know what? That's a half-decent change. Thankfully, nothing comes of that corner. Seemed like a nothing highlight in the end. The ball just bouncing around near Rotherham's goal, and they go up the other end and get themselves a corner. Right, Heskey, cross it in, and there is a... Oh my god, we've had the chances. If we don't win this match, no one to blame but ourselves, because we've had the chances. Aro, Palmer, they've all had the chances. Unbelievable we could do with Carl Daly right now. Hammer, I'm not convinced by. Lavinier, Hauer. That doesn't even make sense. How are the fullbacks doing? Smith is tired, so Lavinier is going to come on. He is leaving at the end of the season, but I'd like to think he'll still give his all for the rest of the season in our bid to be in League One next season. We're this far along. We've got 8 games left after this. We may as well see what we can do for the rest of the season, as the time is ticking down, and it's 5 minutes. I thought it was 3 minutes of injury time, but it doesn't matter. It is a 1-1 draw. It does stem the tide a little bit, but it just keeps our form patchy. Right then, so we're still sitting in second place. Rotherham hold out for draw, so I'm guessing our XG was pretty decent then. Love it. Right, I think what we're going to do, if I can actually select these players, thank you. We're going to come back then for the next match against Swindon. Where's Swindon in the league? 8th place, and Ian Holloway is still their manager. Fantastic. In fact, my reputation is higher than a lot of these clubs. Regional for Swindon. What is Rotherham's? Regional. Am I just bigger than the whole of League 2 now? Another week, another injury. Unfortunately, I don't know why I bothered bringing Ben Middlemass back, because he is now done for the season. 3 to 5 months, moderate knee ligament sprains. That is not useful at all. When does his contract actually run out? It runs out in this summer. Okay, so that's him done. We will never see him play for us again, basically. So thanks for coming, Middlemass. We may as well have just left you out at whatever club that you were on loan at before. In fact, where were you loaned out to? Barrytown. We may as well just left you in Wales, man. Honestly. So we are playing away against Swindon in this match, second match of the episode. No actual changes. Actually, you know what? I am going to make one change now that I've thought about it. Bertie's going to come in for Nathaniel Brown. Let's see what Bertie can do. Hopefully he'll give us a bit more than what Brown has done recently, because I'm not convinced at all by Brown's recent form. Richards, by the way, I said he was going to be back for this match. Nope, he's serving a 2-match ban. It looks like he's already served a match ban earlier this season because he got too many yellow cards. So he's going to be back from my next game. You'll see him in the next episode, hopefully. No, not putting any pressure on them. I think we need to show everyone recent praise has been justified. Yeah, you know what? Just go for that, because we are up against a very good Swindon Town side here. They have playoff ambitions of their own. I think they're just sitting outside. In fact, they are. I think this match, if we do end up winning this match, we will guarantee at least the playoffs. There is Bertie. Oh, that was very close. That's a good chance already for him to have. He's 6'4", by the way, so he's going to be a threat from any set piece, any crosses that do come in. I think he has a jumping reach of about 19, which is ridiculous. Why I sent him on loan, I have no idea. But if it gives him a bit more confidence and a bit more game time, that's fine. But he'll get the game time now, assuming he does perform. What on... I'm sorry, right, you, Phillips. Why am I persisting with you in defence? Because let's just have a look at this. He should have got this ball. He's ahead of the striker, and he's just not gone for it at all. Oh my god. Yeah, these players have no confidence. There's zero confidence in them at the moment, which is not helpful. And I don't know why we're doing that. Just take your time with the ball, man. Who is that? Williams. Was that Williams? No, it was Palmer. He's not doing much to get back in my good books at the moment, is he? Yeah, he got an assist in the last game, but whatever. Swindon are just attacking us here, and Worcester is not confident at all. We are sitting far too far back. Eroe is supposed to be further up, and Palmer as well is supposed to be pressing, as Worcester just about gathers that up at the last second. Boys, I am not happy with what I'm seeing here. Let's have a look. In fact, we'll just wait, see how this highlight plays out, because it's still going. It's been a very long highlight. I hope it's one for us. 10 minutes in, we could do with a good response, aka a goal. What was that? Oh my gosh, demand more. And the highlight's still going, by the way. We are on key, right? Yeah, we are. I don't know what's going on there. Palmer. We're playing very narrow. There we go. Flip the ball over. Oh, that's the first time Heskey's done something good for us so long. Puts in the cross, floats in a cross actually, and Eroe completely unmarked. He left the defence behind. Death taxes and Eroe scores a goal. That's how I like it. But 1-1, 15 minutes gone. I just realised I demanded more from the boys. What on earth is going on with these injuries? What injury is that? Lower leg. He's broken his leg, hasn't he? Right, Brown, you're going to have to come on. What's the point of bringing these two back? All they've done is just delayed their inevitable injuries by a month. Oh my god, we need Richards back, we need Daly back. Daly's still got another 2 or 3 weeks to go. I think we got another player coming back. I can't remember his name, I'm so sorry. But Daly's going to be back soon. And all will be right with the world. Oh, Brown, thank you. Super sub. When we needed him the most. That's Brown's first goal in about a month. His goal contributions have dried up recently, but that doesn't matter if he does bag us a few goals, starting with this one. Let's have a look at this. Brown, are we going through the entire highlight here? Hang on, so Brown was hit all the way this far deep. He legs it into the area, slow motion aside. Freeman whips in the ball, and Brown gets on the end of it. It's a lovely give and go. It's a very elaborate one, but it's a lovely give and go. And we are leading 2-1 at, I think Swindon's ground is the county ground. I think, hang on. The Nigel Eady county ground. Well, it is the county ground. I don't know who Nigel Eady is. Some local legend, I can only assume. Heskey is having a decent game at the moment, which is good. But Richards hopefully will still come back in for the next match. Phillips, breathe. Just let Wooster handle it, okay? I thought you didn't want the ball in the first place. There is Heskey again. I was going to say I thought you should just drive down the right-hand side. Palmer. Williams plays it over. Enivo scores. It is 3-1 on the stroke of half-time. Beautiful deep ball by Williams over the defence. Vo loves running on stones, by the way. That's how he scored. I think about 2/3 of his goals, probably. The rest all being close headers. Oh, on the half volley as well. Oh, that was beautiful. Utterly wonderful to watch. And we are 3-1 to the good going into half-time. Happy with the number of shots. Yep, keep it up, lads. Keep it up. Like I said, if we do happen to win this match, we guarantee playoffs. And then we could just focus our efforts on trying to secure a top 3 spot. Remember, League 2, the top 3 do go up to League 1. So as long as we're one of those 3 spots, it's absolutely fine. I think after this game, we've got 7 games to go. So we'll bring it back for the final games of the season. Hopefully to secure promotion if we're able to. My God, what a cross. And Sanchez Phillips. What he lacks at the other end, he certainly makes up for at this end where we are attacking the goal. What a cross, by the way. Who was that? Williams? Or was that Smith? That was Brown. Oh my God, what a cross from Brown. First time, absolutely whips it across the area, and Phillips just bullet headers into the bottom corner of into the corner of the net. And that is 4-1. That is fantastic. That is certainly a remedy. If we can keep this up, this is a remedy that we certainly need. Heskey plays back to Freeman, puts his foot on the ball. I was going to say just take your time, but Heskey, I don't know what his speed actually is, to be honest. I don't think he's actually that fast. What? Sanchez, what are you doing? Hold on. Right, Sanchez Phillips, right, you're coming off. I'm not convinced by you defensively. Let's see, Doherty. Oh, why is Hughes? I forgot to put Hughes on the bench. Right, Doherty's going to have to come on. And for the moment, I'll just leave it at that. Lavinia's ready in case either of our fullbacks need to come off. But Doherty, I think I mentioned it in the last match, I think he's hit his peak in terms of the league he's going to be at, because he's only 2.5 stars current ability, maximum 3 stars of potential. Thank you, Doherty, for putting your foot on that. Phillips certainly didn't. Brown is through here, by the way. But he's been forced out wide. Ref, he's been tripped up. That's a penalty. I think Freeman is our penalty taker. Hold on. Can I change this? How do I change penalty takers? Right, penalties. Oh no, it's O'Brien Whitmarsh apparently. Okay. So Freeman is second and O'Brien. Oh yeah, because Freeman took it because O'Brien Whitmarsh was injured at the time. Oh, I thought the keeper had saved that, but it is 5-1 away at Swindon. I was about to curse out O'Brien there, but luckily I didn't have to. He had enough power on that shot, clearly. God, I thought that was right at the keeper for the moment, but whatever. It is Swindon Town 1, Kings Lynn Town 5, and yet the highlights keep on coming. I think we should really start wasting down the time, if I can speak properly. Another cross in, and unfortunately no one's on the end of that, except a Swindon player. Thank you. I thought it was clear to one of our players, but nope. Swindon, they keep on coming, and 5-2. That is not what I wanted to see with still 20 minutes to go. In fact, what I will do is we'll just waste the time a little bit more. We'll just waste the time down a little bit more. Do we need to see any more highlights in this game? I would like to just wrap up this episode at this point and start to play through towards the end of the season. Would you just take your time with these headers? Shepherd, you are better than this, man. Can you tell that the stress of this team is getting to me at the moment? Oh, O'Brien with his second at the game, 6-2. Now please, end this match. We do not need to see any more highlights. We just need to take the 3 points, get ourselves back to Kings Lynn, and start preparing for the next game. And for you guys, next time I see you will be the final few games of the season. In fact, what I will do is make some changes, because we need to rest a few players. O'Brien, he's actually having a very good game. Palmer's actually having a very poor game, so Palmer's going to come off. Williams will go to attacking midfield. Bauman can slot into that midfield, and we're going to protect a row. Apparently Hammer can play up front. Screw it, we may as well have a look and see how he does there. And I think we get one more substitution. That would be Lavinier. He's going to go on for... I'll go on for Freeman, because Freeman hasn't had a break. Smith can go over to the right-hand side. And just let us waste the time down. Distribute, slow the pace down. Slow it down. Obviously, he's not going to follow that right now, is he? The changes haven't even gone through yet. We have another highlights, and we still got about 8.5 minutes of normal time to go. Why do we need to continue this? Brown, still in the area. Someone wants to trip him up. Fair enough. Oh my gosh, I thought O'Brien was going for his hat-trick, but no, Bauman gets himself a goal off the rebound. And Brown has just been in solid, exceptional form today. That doesn't make sense, but he's been very, very good since he's come on. Bauman gets his first goal since God only knows. And I was going to shower some praise, but it is a corner to Swindon. And Bauman, he's very good at the moment. And a shot over the bar by Swindon. Right, let me shower some praise on these boys. And let's just waste some time down. There's no need for us to do anything else. There's no need for any more highlights. For goodness sake, what are we? We're nearly 25 minutes into this recording. Doesn't need to be any more highlights. It's 7-2. Let's just take the 3 points, get out of here, and then we've got 7 games for the rest of the season. So hopefully 7-3. It's one of those stupid games. It's fun entertainment for you, but I would just rather take the 3 points at the moment. Right, let's just skip that. Nothing more, just take it. It's disappointing that we conceded 3 goals, but do you know what? If we're scoring 7, fine. We have guaranteed the playoffs alongside Rotherham, of course, and we're currently 5 clear of Notts County, 8 clear of Walsall. So what's that? 7 games to go. We're roughly 3 games ahead of them. I'm going to bring it back then about where I feel we could potentially secure automatic promotion. So it'll be some point. It could be any time in April. Let's just hope the form holds up until then. So if you have enjoyed this episode, make sure you hit the like button down below and smash the big red subscribe button and give us all the good luck that you can give us for hopefully securing promotion up to League One. Thank you all so much for watching. Thank you all for supporting this series so far, and I look forward to seeing you all in the next episode.